Hello and welcome to QT30. Today's game is 100 Days Winemaking Simulator. And as soon as you start it, this is where you end up. So let's start with name. Let's have the good old site name. Alright, logo. How do I go down? Is it just confirm? No. How do I edit? There it is. Okay, so the left analog sticks a cursor. This is a great start. What shall we go with? Oh, I like castles. I like history, so castles are fun. But you do have quite a few others. But I'm going to go with a castle. Which type of castle should I go with? An old tower, probably the oldest style. Sure. Where's the yellow? They're a bit bright. Background. Where's the black? Give me black for the site, because I don't think that's black. Not quite. There it is. How do I get off that? It's stuck. I didn't want it on there in the first place. Oh, why is this so annoying already? Now that worked. So yeah, QT30 is a short look at a game. But the fact it's taking, what, nearly 5 minutes to get this done, it's weird. See, now I came off first time. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, that black doesn't look like the blackest black for some reason. I guess it's my screen. If I had OLED TV, then that would probably look black. Sure, that will do. So, this game, 100 Days. Don't particularly know what I'm in for. I don't know if it's literally a wine simulator or if it's got a particular story. Like, I imagine Endless Mode might be, it's a winery. You live and work on a winery. Challenge mode, do specific things. I'm going to go with story mode. But first, so there are two. We'll go Piedmont? I don't know, I think that's America. I kind of wanted to try this because I saw the art on the PSN page, but I didn't look into what the game was. I wanted to find out organically what this type of game is. Board represents the working day. Each activity occupies a specific You see with the last one, we can't put that in here, so we have to go to next day. So what's this shape? Okay, we can do 2. So it's weird, it's already office simulator. So 2021, I wonder if that means this is an older game. Oh, we can zoom in. I can't seem to do anything other than calendar. Oh.
My dearest Emma, I doubt you remember me. My name is Beppe and I am an enologist. Winemaking has ruled my life as a tyrant, devouring any free time I had, until I have reached the end of my journey, still chasing the perfect wine. There is a long list of winemakers who would be happy to inherit my lands, but this time I will rebel against what is logical or
Hopefully you've read that.
While
Well, not exactly the most easy of starts to a game. The Tetrising the office jobs seem fine, but then there's an exclamation mark and I never seem to be able to go across to it. It's weird. So I'm having to press the buttons. It's not doing it automatically. There's no voice acting. At least the art's not too bad. It's almost strange how plain the flowers look in comparison to everything else. Ah, he just appeared. We didn't have to do anything. Okay. It seemed weird that there was all that talk about how to meet him, and there he is. We didn't do anything. But at least I kind of like the art style. I like the look. It's very unique, and this whole putting stuff in the middle. I guess for the office section at the start, it kind of acts like a tutorial. Just would have preferred that tutorial to be a little bit better. I do like this is the story mode, so obviously there's a lot of story, but I guess in Endless, it kind of goes, here's the winery and go nuts. Whoops. Just bang the controller. Because this is very wordy. Death to the weeds, long live the vines. I like that. So you can put it up and put it down again. Oh boy, can we zoom in on that? Oh, God. Okay. Nope, I can't zoom in on that. I don't know about you guys, but my TV is not the biggest. Okay, there's a lot there. It's a little overwhelming that the whole thing seems to be there right in front of us. Now what? Okay. Well, this game is really getting into it. I was wondering if this was... Wait, what did I just do? Left. Why did left bring this up? What's this? There's nothing on the screen that tells me what left does. It just says navigate. Where have I navigated to? What's all this? Do I need to be here? Now I can go, let's see, the top middle to each building like this. So why is that there? And when pond, what's all this? Ah, this is, if it says left stick navigate and I do left stick and something else completely comes up, it seems like a bit of a bad tutorial. So how do I see? It's saying click on them. Oh, God. So D-pad does it as well. Why didn't it say so? Oh, I'm going to keep going. It's not a particularly useful tutorial. So if we need to call Gianni, why isn't that a card we put down and then harvest? Why is it? Why won't that line up? I'm using the left stick. It seems unbelievable that that wouldn't just line up like a lock on. If it's going to use up all the spaces, then use up all the spaces. No, we didn't. We didn't talk to anyone. I didn't know it was London. Did you? There's like no character creation or setting or introduction right at the beginning. It's just someone works in an office, and then oh, it's a lady. So okay. Then oh, I'm from London now apparently. Wait, so we've now got to go to the cellar. Why is this thing on the left not reset back to the start? There's no cellar here. Let's zoom. It's like, why can't my arrow key go across the map to click on a building? Why is it going to this left side here for some reason? Maybe it means a winery? Where's the cellar? There's no cellar. I guess we're just going to continue the day. Why is that thing still there? Okay, go away. So we've got the exclamation mark. Okay. That asks me for what tanks I want to use. Do I need to hit triangle here? Because on the left it says triangle. Okay. Wait. On the left it says quantity stored in tank. On the right it says available tanks. So, huh? It's saying it's in a tank, but it's also saying it's not in a tank on the same screen. You see what I mean? Confirm, I suppose. Wait, don't we get to choose? He just says you can leave the stems on or take them out, but it's up to me. And I don't have that choice. What's after you do? God, that's really tiny text. I'm not sitting directly in front of the TV either. It's hot. The PS4, even playing this, is making a noise. So I'm quite far back. Oh, wow. God, you really gotta press down many times to get that to come down. That's... Again, why isn't that just lined up with the thing? Why... I'm going simple left, right, up, down. Why is this so much harder than it should be? Down, up, down. This is what I'm pressing on the stick. Down, up, left, right, right, left, right. It feels needlessly complicated. It's story mode. It should focus on the story. It should make it easier to do the story. Then simple activities like this should be simpler. If it's story mode, why haven't we read those books, seen her reading? If we're going season to season, between the seasons, why can't we just see an image of her sitting by candlelight, vast library beside her with her book and a drink and maybe some fresh meal cooked beside her with her book in hand, fade out into the new season? It's nice it says that she's reading. Why can't we see that? We've talked to Anna. Why haven't we talked to Anna since then? You know, it's meant to be a story mode, and it doesn't feel like a story mode. And of course, we can't fit that one. So, for some reason, this seems to be important and always on the screen. No, I didn't do that. I pressed down to go to the new year. And it doesn't do that. You've got to use the left stick for this. It says select the technology panel. Okay. Top left. Calendar. A crown for some reason. Money. Something on the screen. We have cog for settings. Is it this far right side that I can't get to? Oh, sorry, that's settings. Ah, square. See, on my screen, I can't see the square logo. If they're so expensive, and this is kind of like the tutorial, why are all these available? Why isn't it just like pointing, here is the one you should buy? You know, it feels... Again, oh god, get back down here, there we go. We should be able to press a button and just go straight down to their cards. Like that shadow doesn't match what's on the board, does it? The shadow is off the side of the board. So again, but you got the other shadow, the... Wow. Okay. So we don't actually have a choice. All that stuff on the left, none of it's been explained. None of it explains what the bud system does. All we can see is here. This one says predominantly clay soils. And yes, our soil is predominantly clay. So all we need to say is, hey, you got clay soil, this is the best for your soil. Buds. All we know is we want quality or quantity. You can see that changing on the left. Oh god, why does that keep disappearing? Quantity is down. Quality, ripeness. So how about we just do that? And the next one, I guess. I feel like the tutorial could have been so much better. Or even incorporated into the story better, because the tutorial of how to play the game is different to the tutorial of how to make wine. And this game has failed to bring them both together cohesively. How do we do it? That's changing the alcohol, but it's not changing. Wait, those are down arrows. So you said 2 and 2. So we should just leave it like it already is then. Again, the tutorial here would have said, hey, moving this up changes this, moving it down to this is what's recommended. Why not try this for your first batch? Press an X. I've got to press triangle. Nothing's changing. Do I have to select that? So what's the point in this? So he said 2, 2. So I guess we do that? You know, it makes no difference. Then why is that an option? Fair enough. Wait a sec. If you press with a higher intensity, you will get a higher volume of must with a lower quality. What's must? What's must? So where's this body thing? Okay. So we can't get the 8. But we also recommend 2 tannin. And quality stays good no matter what we do. It's just the quality changes. So even he said, oh, I'm going to leave it at 0. So that's a tiny, tiny bit of unsuitable weather raining. If it's grayed out, just put a big rain cloud over it, you know? Or even animate that rain cloud. For big X appearing if you try to click it, you know? It seems... yeah. God, why is it so difficult to angle that onto the grid? See on the bottom right, synthetic, 2,800 euros. Sure. Well, I pressed down and it went straight across to there. Why is my label white? Let's go dark. I can't seem to do it. Why is paper... well, I assume that's paper. Why has that got a shopping cart over it? We've got the logo. We've got the background. Don't want a background. I want... this has no value and this changes nothing. The remaining can be bottled later. 244 what? 200 litres? Bottles? So that's 244 possible bottles? You know, it's... sure, let's just do that. Keep a little bit behind for the next year. See, we haven't seen that. This is just some extra information. Well, we could do that one, because these are things that need to be done. I'm trying to get back. There. Shouldn't be that difficult. Is this wine tasting thing R3? It doesn't, it's not... Anna wants us to go into town. Where's that option? So I'm trying to get to that exclamation mark. There it is. Yes, I know it needed more body, but we couldn't do anything about that. Sold 0 bottles. So how do we go to town? I mean, we've got bowling. Let's bottle it later. I assume that's going to do something. So, what do we do? We have orders. How do I do that? There we go. Why did it skip? So I guess we just go the next day then. And I think I'm going to leave it there. There's no real pause menu, is there? Well, that's a point. Has it been saving? There is an autosave. But when was that? What part of the story was that? It doesn't give us any information other than it was an autosave. Looking at my watch, that was about 10 minutes ago. What did it save? Did it actually save then? There was no message that came up. Save complete. Yeah, it did. Why did it skip main menu? Ugh. Alright, so that's a short-ish look at 100 Days. I kind of wanted, once it got going, to do my first wine before I finished. Yeah. It kind of feels like they had a gameplay mechanic and then created a game around it. I didn't quite finish doing that. For story mode, there's a lot of story or character interaction or character development or images. It just feels like the story mode was tacked on. The tutorial, if you can call it a tutorial, is very unlacking, and if it's a story mode, it should work to get the story done, work us towards the story. So why, when it comes to moving things around, is it just not locking onto the block? Why is there all this extra faff? And it says left stick, move directions. I do left stick and the whole other menu comes up. Wow, it's It's like the nugget of the idea is good and interesting, but the story mode has not done anything for me. There's very little story, very little character interactions. It's all very, very minimal. Kind of that's why it feels like it's tacked on. So it feels like this is a game where the gameplay mechanic came first, and they built the game around it, and it's like they give us. It sounds like they give us choice in the character interactions and story, and then there's no choice. You know, it's like you can do this or this, and the game says no, you're doing this. It's like, well, one tell me about those things if I can't do those things. Oh, it feels like endless mode and challenge mode. And you can't just press down, you gotta use the analog stick. Whereas in game, you can press the D-pad. So the game menu and this menu are completely different. You know? And why is there no story in Napa Valley? It kind of makes me feel like Napa Valley is the one you should start with. It kind of feels like it should be tutorial mode, story mode. I don't know. Not a big fan, and I don't really recommend it, to be honest. So yeah, that's 100 days, and that's this week's QT30. So until the next video, or until I see you checking out some of the other videos, playlists, YouTube shorts, or maybe until I see you over at Ko-fi, because as a small YouTube channel, we get no money from YouTube. But with Ko-fi, we can get PayPal donations, we've got a couple of subscription tiers. But of course, liking and subscribing is also very useful. But wherever or whenever I see you again, please take care.